So, continuing onward, we made it to the torture room. Alright, so let's look around. Obviously, there's an electric chair. A really creepy chair. The manacles make me think it's used for torture of people. Oh, we can't open the manacles without a key. There's some sort of weird symbol on them. What kind of symbol? Well, if we got this right, I think it's the sun symbol. Okay. There's something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the same above. Huh? I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks on the top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the four corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. This is true. So, oh, okay, I don't have anything for this. I don't think. So, okay. Wait, no, wait, get out of here. Okay. Whenever you turn on one of these switches, more blocks show up on the screen. So I think you gotta figure out which buttons you have to press in order to get this screen to match the diagram. Yeah, but it's hard to figure out what button does what. If you want to see how many blocks each switch adds, just turn on one switch. When all of them are off, there aren't any blocks, right? Then you can see how many each switch adds. Oh, yeah, I get it. So if we do it again, so we do oh wait, okay, okay, and not quite. Alright. Oh, that's a pretty good chunk. No, not quite. Not quite. What about this? That looks like it's it. Adjustment is complete. Now proceeding to execution phase. To complete the experiment, data must be collected from subject. Once preparation is finished, place subject in chair. Whoa. I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean by preparation? I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this. I think this means one of us has got to sit in the chair. Well, Seven's never going to fit in that thing. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data. I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's going to zap the brain with a little electricity. This really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we've still got to prepare. We can talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation. Alright? Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do.
Mr. Screen, can you tell us who has to die? Because if it's Lotus, I'm kind of okay with that. Error. The disposal tank is closed. Please fill tank with water. What tank? Oh man, don't tell me we've got to do something with a water tank.
Well, there's probably something around here to open the tank or whatever it's talking about.
It looks like the only controls are in this room. Okay. A water tank. Is it talking about this?
What's wrong, Junpei? What are you doing on the floor?
No, I thought maybe if I got down here I could see through the glass. It's not working though. You don't think it's just a large sheet of glass? They put it into an indentation? Never heard that word. I don't know. I mean, why would they do that? And the placement of the chair.
You're not making sense, Junpei. What's your point?
Well, I'm not sure, but don't you think there's something under the glass? Maybe, baby. Yeah.
All the dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something will happen if we turn them.
Oh, wait. Shoot. They're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything.
Hold the lever!
These levers are going to turn something on.
Of course they would. All they can do is turn switches on or off. What's important is to turn on or off. What's important is what they turn on or off.
Don't say the floor is going to suddenly open. Red, yellow, do you think the colors mean something?
No idea. I mean, red looks more dangerous, but other than that...
The bottom of this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think I'll move it at all. What about the buttons? There are a bunch of buttons here with letters A through F on them. I wonder if they do anything. Down you go. So if I press it again, back you come. I guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them. Okay. Seems legit.
There are a ton of knobs here. Doesn't seem like any of them do anything though.
Do you think it's broken?
The needle on the gauge is at 0. It doesn't look like it's gonna move.
Okay, okay. Can I? Oh no, this is the door he tried to get out of.
So in other words, we're not getting through that door unless we finish this experiment.
Well, let's do that then. Water tank. I thought there was a hole here, but I guess it's got a cover over it. Rip. Oh wait, can we use like the torture tools to get this off maybe?
I'm gonna be able to get that off. It's bottled there pretty good. Maybe there's something around here we could use to get that thing off of there.
Can you see anything in there? If you can't see anything, I don't really think we need to bother with trying to open it. It's too dark to see anything.
Huh? Didn't I see something shiny in there?
Something shiny. Okay, so where is the... There it is. Boom. Wrench. Can I get that mallet to protect myself when they try to throw me in the chair?
I don't think there's anything else here we need.
Speak for yourself, Mr. Fatty who can't fit in the chair.
Cover's bolted on pretty good.
Should be able to get those bolts off with the wrench we just found though. Sweet, it's open. The hole's too small. You can't see see in even with the cover off. It doesn't look that small to me. I think you're just sketched out and don't want to reach your hand in there. Well, you can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. Are you sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there. Okay, I admit, that scares me a little bit. But we need to see if there's anything useful. In we go. Alright, here we go. Arm into the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. It's small, cold, and hard. My heart? Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. Alright, let's see what this thing is. A key! It's a sun key. To open up the shackles on the chair. Sun key should fit into the keyhole on this manacles. I'm just gonna call them shackles. That's what they are. They're shackles. I don't know what a manacle is, to be honest. I'm assuming some form of shackle, but alright, sun key, in you go. And yes! Great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the sun key again in here though. Just seems unlikely. Alright, sun key, you're done. You've done your job. Into my pocket with you. I think he's starting to lose his mind. Okay, so now where do we get water? That be the real question. See oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Let me get some movement. We'll remove this one. Alright, let's pull the lever. Ooh, that did not look good. Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? Will you calm down? It's just water going somewhere. It sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor. Junpei, look! What's she? Oh, damn! I can't see through the glass now. Or I can see through the glass now. Okay, so it's just underneath us, right? Like, it's not going... No, stop, stop, stop. Okay, so it's not going in here. That's what I was worried about. Like, if it would come out here and we start flooding or something. That's what Google is for? I don't got time to be Googling stuff, girl. EDBF. Oh, is that a ship or an airplane? Or oh wait, no, that's a dead shark. It's on its belly. Oh man, that's messed up. On the shark's belly. It's dead. Looks like the letters are E, D, B, and F. Whatever these are for has to be in the room somewhere. Really? Really now? Do it be? Oh wait, what was it? EDBF. EDBF. E, D, B, F. What? It's a strange noise coming from the chair. It looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be sent in a specific way. No, poor Sharky. Okay, so now it's powered up. The shackles are open. Oh, jeez. Okay. So how do I get water in there? I have no more items, so I can't put that back on. Okay. Alright, here we go. The restraining device is unlocked. Please set subject in device. The message on the screen was disturbingly detached. Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it. Bye, Lotus. I'm the protagonist. How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful. Lotus, are you sure? mean, I can sit in it, and you can solve.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up,
Seven couldn't bring himself to finish the thought. His eyes fell to the floor. A metal band, shackle, or chain for fastening someone's hand or ankles. Very nice, thank you. Junpei followed them. Beneath them was the dead shark floating underneath the glass. Perhaps it had been killed by an electric shock. I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead. But no one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair, too, you know. I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with. I was curious too. After her words made it clear that the Lotus would book no argument, she turned and walked toward the chair without hesitation. But she didn't sit down. Despite what she had said, she did indeed feel hesitant. Her legs shook. Look, do you think you could do me one last favor? Don't say last.
you're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters that I love them very much. No. Tell them that I will always love them. Daughters? See, now I feel bad, man.
You got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after. After some things happened. Their names are Nona.
Wait!
Nona? Junpei's words shot out before he even realized what he was saying. He remembered the story Seven had told him.
Oh yeah!
Yo! Ooh. Oof. Ai, Light, and Nona. Those were the names. Well, some of them. The kids that were there in the experiment, I mean. Well, what the hell? What's wrong with you? Lotus took a step back from Junpei. Seven looked just as shocked as Junpei. He blinked his eyes rapidly as if he weren't sure if he was completely awake.
No way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
Lotus's eyes went wide. How did you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're the kid's mom.
That kid? What do you mean, that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her? Seven's brow furrowed.
I have.
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
What's a metal band?
It's not a short story.
What is that the definition of, I mean? Oh, I think it was like monocle or something like that. It was something like that. I can't remember now. I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please. What happened here? Seven glanced at Junpei, then turned back to Lotus and began to speak. It was the same story Junpei had heard only minutes before. Every detail. Yeah, monocle. At last, Seven finished. Lotus shook her head.
Oh my god.
Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here. Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what had happened to them those nine days. I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure they had been through something terrible, so I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try to ignore it and move on. A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what had happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to them. So I decided I would investigate what had happened on my own. I would find out what had happened during those 9 missing days. What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just swept under the rug. Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceutical.
No, probably something even bigger than that. Cradle Pharmaceutical. Have you heard of them before? No, that's the first time I've heard of that name. Seven, how did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceutical was connected to the kidnapping in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
And what did they have in common?
Every single one of those kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point.
My reading is terrible.
The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital. The hospital.
For a while, I was trying to get some kind of story out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told me a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfield experiment? I guess all the kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
Seven cleared his throat and proceeded to explain the Gansfield experiment. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to the subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them. Subject A, on the other hand, is put into a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what image Q is looking at. Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it? Telepathy. Telepathy. Junpei rolled the word over in his mind. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work. The experiment to control people, right? Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceutical bought into it. Huh. Lotus grunted. Seven had been thinking hard for the last several minutes and finally spoke.
Even if that's the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The nonary game, 0, why we're kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
Then in that moment of silence, a cold voice echoed down from the ceiling. No, it's not 0. Oh no, it was the machine. No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down. System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour. If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going.
Oh no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you. Right. I feel bad now, man. Because Lotus was so annoying before. But now she's got like kids and this whole backstory and she's trying to be a good mom. And man, don't die, Lotus. Lotus sat down in the chair. Junpei looked at her one last time. Don't say that. Then made his way to the monitor. Don't say one last time, dude. Lotus, please. Tell me right away if you feel anything weird. You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's going to leave you. Lotus was putting on the best act she could manage, but her legs were shaking so much that if she hadn't been sitting, she likely would have fallen down. Failure was not acceptable. Junpei took one last deep breath and stared at the monitor. Bruh. Wait, what? Oh no, we gotta match all of them. Oh. What if I'd click check just then? Oh my goodness. Oh man, what the crap? Do I have to... Oh no, it's different. Oh jeez, okay. So wait, what? How do I get all of them like that though? I'm so confused. Wait, okay, no, that's it. Okay. Is that how it is on both sides? No. Why not this side? Shoot. Okay, so that should be it, right? Okay, all that's right. Oh, that's right. Okay, go for it.
The experiment has concluded. The door will now unlock.
I'm super curious on what would happen if I messed that up, but I did not want Lotus to die, so...
I can hear the door unlocking. And now we've got a new message. Release subject from restraining device. Lotus, are you alright? Yes, I am. I'm glad nothing bad happened. But I do think my life just got a little shorter. Hold on. I'll get you out right away. Shouldn't take long for Seven and me to get her out of here. Let's get out of here now. Being a guinea pig is not for me.
Damn straight. I don't even want to see this thing again.